Welcome to Serenity Productions.
You really shouldn't be here. Do I need to repeat myself? You really shouldn't be here. Maybe. Or maybe you just need to look better. You're getting warmer.
Up here.
You know you're trespassing, right, Hellhound? Those markers there signify that you're in Blossom Clan territory. And unless you're here for diplomatic reasons, I would highly suggest that you turn back around and go back to the gate. Oh, trust me, there is nothing here for you. Unless you would like to, I don't know, contract one of us to have some fun with? Oh, that's not really my style. Though if you want, I can do the whole magic spells and everything. I thought the days of using fays as jesters were far behind us, though. Well, it was only recently we were allowed on the council to begin with. Your people saw to that when they took over as leaders of the Ethereal. Don't worry, we're all still behaving and are very grateful for a seat at the table. And why should I come down there? Certainly the air is better up here. And I quite like just sitting in my tree, warding off those who don't belong to promptly be on their way. Is that a summons? Well, then you should have started out with that. May I? An official summons for the monarch of the clan. Well, you must be someone of high importance to be delivering this. It's either that or you just drew the short end of the stick. Of course. Our leader is always ready and prepared to accept someone of the Hellhound delegation into our lands. Follow me, and I'll lead you through. Well, of course you can see yourself through. But do you have the necessary wards to counteract the traps we have all around? I thought as much. Then follow me. I would ask, but I've a funny feeling you wouldn't tell me even if I did. You Hellhounds are a quiet bunch. No one ever hears from you unless there's trouble or you're demanding something. Oh, I do mean demanding. You found a way to use what you were guarding to your advantage, and became the new heads of power in our world. So yes, you demand things. Like, let's say, a new workforce of Fae to keep up your vile machine. Not so much a demand, but a declaration. So that's why you're here. No, honestly, I really don't care. If you'll hear from the council, I really don't care. You'll probably just enforce another rule about how we can or cannot use our magic. Or how many of our people must volunteer to keep the factories going. In fact, I just heard that the Wiccans got the shortest end of the stick. I have a few friends from there. We keep in touch and... well, I think that's all that needs to be said on that. It's no wonder why so many of them tried to flee to the mundane. With or without your approval. Yes, I do have opinions about it. But do you really want to hear the thoughts of a hybrid? You shouldn't look so shocked. Lots of hybrid children choose to stay with their fae parent. We connect more with them than our human ones. Well, that would be hard since my mother died during childbirth, so I really didn't have a choice to begin with. That wasn't because of a lack of trying on my father's part, by the way, before you decide to reference that awful rumor. Even a fae monarch has a limit to his power. Yes, I'm his daughter. My name is Melina Blossom. You don't have to do that. The whole formal greeting thing. I find it tiresome. Besides, would you have done it if I wasn't my father's daughter? Well then, you don't have to do it now. Yes, I did call your machine vile. I understand what it does for us in the ethereal. I understand what it provides for the mundane. It is still vile. Solus and Race may seem like lesser beings to you because they're not fully formed, but they still have a conscience. You're turning them into living batteries for profit and for power. So yes, I do think your machine is vile. It is vile because it taints life. It takes it and it warps it into something people use to power whatever they need to. Not to mention the waste that comes from it has been rumored to be used as a narcotic through ethereal beings. And I've seen on the mundane what narcotics can do. I've heard enough horror stories. We did not need a product like that in the ethereal. You still want to give me the lecture on why that machine is so great? Sometimes that world that you keep saying you saved us from seems like it might have been a better place. Maybe our past would be different, but I can tell you something. We wouldn't be forced to be monsters because your kind found a way to take fractured souls and turn them into something they were never meant to be. And I know what it was like before. We lived in fear of them. But now, are we really any better than them? I would argue that we are worse for what we are doing now. Here we are. The others have already alerted my father of your arrival. Just head up those stairs and you should be fine. Oh, and Hellhound? Try to be kind when announcing your new declaration. Maybe give our kind just a bit of courtesy.